My man, Johaan Vinson, from Sharon Knights to Sheriff. I watched him grow from a young boy, going through the phases, turn into a young man, a responsible young man. I've not only watched him in the classroom, I watched him in the basketball court, I watched him in the basketball camp. This cat went from being one of our most challenging campers because Johaan is always ahead of everybody else intellectually, and he makes you stretch. Sometimes adults can't handle it because they think he's challenging them. He's not. He's just really being real about what he thinks. I mean, when he says stuff, this is what he's thinking. And sometimes adults can't be flexible enough. I give you one example that he probably forgot about. One time we was at this league, we was at this game, and Johaan came up to me and said, "Coach Mark, I don't want to be under my brother's shadow no more, so I'm gonna move over to another program." I said, "Yo, bro, you always home." He came back home. But the point is, Johaan always is what he feel is right. He has always good intentions. His heart is always in the right place. So you can't knock that. And in life, and he knows that in the profession that he's moving into now, you're gonna have to go through some experiences. You're gonna have to learn some stuff. This young man went from being a camper to a counselor to a supervisor. And he's one of the few people, besides his brother, of course, that I trusted to run the camp, the summer camp, because we have 40-something kids, and you have to be really responsible to take that burden on. And he took it on, and we had some conversations, and I saw him grow as a human being in that. So that's one phase. But he walked off his college career with 887 points. When I say 887, I didn't say 87. 887, criminal justice degree, a job offer from now Philadelphia Sheriff's Office. We know he's gonna knock that out the park, and one day soon, maybe he'll be the sheriff of Philadelphia. That's what I think. Johaan running the city, and city born, Philadelphia made, and now he's working his own way through his life. And I'm happy. I'm proud. I couldn't be more excited. I know this introduction has been longer than most of my introductions, but I don't care because this is my guy, it's my peoples, it's my family. So, first question. I had to do all that, man. I had to do all that. So, my first question: growing up, you went through a lot. You had a lot of ups and downs. You've seen a lot of stuff. Tell me something about your influences, home, community, sports. What has stiffened you? Who made Johaan?
Man, growing up in Philadelphia, it's a hard place to come from. You know, I just feel like that in itself, being in the environment has strengthened me. At the end of the day, you have to be strong. You have to be strong in order to move throughout the world, move throughout the city. Home life was always good. I've always was loved, treated good by my family, and they always told me to be who I want to be. Yeah. Being the youngest of five also. Being the youngest of five, that makes you tough. That definitely makes you tough. Because a lot of people think I was spoiled.
What's some of the challenges that come with that?
Man, a lot of people think that I'm spoiled because I'm the youngest, but that was never the case. I had to earn everything, man. And I didn't hit my growth spurt until later on in life, so I was always smaller than everybody. And I always wanted to hang with them. So I knew that came with a level of maturity that people my age didn't have. So that also built me into becoming who I am today. And like I said, man,
don't forget to tell people now. You know I'm gonna jump in there. Don't forget to tell people, even though you was younger than everybody and shorter, that jump shot was always bread.
Of course. That'll never leave me. That jump shot will never leave me.
I had to put you up there in the top 3 jump shots in Sharon Knights history. Boys Land Public League, Scholar Athlete. So, let me run down some accolades from Boys Land. You know, we do our homework here. Second all-time scoring in school history. Is that behind Doo-Wop?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll think of that. Earned first team All-Public League. Won Scholar Athlete of the Year in 2019. And, most important, GPA 3.4. Walk us through those high school years. What kind of competitors you were facing in the public league, and just what did being at Boys Land taught you?
High school was some of the best days of my life, especially at Boys Land, and that's what a lot of people don't really get, especially being young, all boys school. But I had a lot of fun there, and people don't realize the level of talent that came through that school. We were a small school, don't get me wrong. Every single basketball tryout, there's at least 200 kids there, and most of them play. You know how hard it was to make the team and get on the floor. So that within itself, it was just hard to get on the floor. And I was blessed enough to start varsity in 10th grade. And playing in the public league, that really showed you could play in front of anybody. You could play anywhere, in front of any crowd, any gym, any day. You knew how to press, you knew how to play defense. McDaniel let us play, and we knew how to play together. And that's the public league could shape. I feel like there's not a better league that could have shaped me for college than the Philadelphia Public League. It made me tougher. It made me be able to play through contact. The refs not giving you everything. You got to earn them calls.
I know that's right.
And like I said, like I feel like I got so bougie over the years in terms of my like playing outside, inside. I only want to play inside. Got to be a nice gym. But I remember going into these old gyms and playing. They don't got no heat in it, and it's the middle of the winter time, and you got to perform.
And you can't put the arc on the jump shot because the joint's flat, so you got to shoot a straight jump shot.
Don't get me started on that.
I know,
man.
but you know I know. So let me drop something on these people that I want them to know. Here's something I want my audience to understand about this young man that I'm interviewing right now. He was not only a camper, because you know anybody can be a camper, and Sharon Knights Athletics. You're the counselor. Anybody can be a counselor now, because they know I'm hard on my counselors. Because the reason why I'm hard on my counselors is because they're responsible for being with kids, and they need to set a positive role model. My counselors was not on those cell phones all day. They're not sitting over there eating while the kids over there playing. They're next to the kids. And then to go from being a counselor to a supervisor, that's a whole nother level. It was a lot of people that wanted to be supervised. You can't supervise my kids because I have to give all that trust to you. And there's only two people in the history of Sharon Knights camp when I wasn't there that I trusted the camp to. And they both were Vinson boys. Elijah, who I'll be interviewing tomorrow, and Johaan. So tell me about your growth as just through the process of Sharon Knights camp, not even basketball.
Coach, man, you played such a big part of my life, and you showed me I feel like the true definition of accountability. And I just didn't want to fail you. I didn't want to fail my father. My father was always on me. I didn't want to tarnish the Vinson name, because you will always speak highly of us. You will always speak highly of us.
My guys, man. They my guys.
I remember my dad didn't tell me this at the time, but I remember it was times we couldn't necessarily front the bills for some tournaments, and don't worry about it. You would swipe it under the rug. Man, if I could go back. But anyway, go back to the camp.
And the thing about that, right, because what I want y'all to do, and my goal was, first of all, when you do stuff, you don't be put it on Front Street, because then you bragging. But my whole goal of doing that is, because y'all gonna do that for some other kids later on in life. And you just pay that back to some other kid. And like, because it's in this hood, these kids want to play, but you know, the barrier is they ain't got the bread to pay. So make sure y'all take care of these. That's how y'all thank me, by taking care of these young boys behind you and young sisters.
Sure. Back to the camp. I loved it. It was no better camp to me. I got to play basketball all day, football if I wanted to. I got to run around. We ate good. It was just fun. By that time, you look up. If we got there at 7 o'clock, because we were always there early. If you would get there at 7 o'clock, by the time you look up, it's 3. It was a fun camp. I met a lot of guys. A lot of my lifelong friends came through the camp and the program. A lot of guys went this way when I thought they was going that way. Yeah. I just didn't want to disappoint anybody. You know, I knew. That's all it was.
And that's the character thing that I talk about. That's what's going to do well for you in this sheriff's position. I played ball, but I ain't put up that many points. You took your game to Arcadia University and then Gwynedd University. 888, let me get it all right, 887 points, 360 rebounds. I like them rebounds. 100 assists, 47% from the field. Let me say that again. So that's called efficiency, people. He wasn't just shooting layups. Matter of fact, it wasn't like he was shooting a lot of layups. To shoot 47% from a basketball player, bro, most people shoot, in their 30s, and they think that's good. 47% is he almost making every other shot. So I ain't mean to pipe that, I ain't no Glaze.
No.
But that's real rap. 3rd team, all region, and left out there 3.0 criminal justice degree. Come on, talk us through that college experience.
That college experience, I said high school was one of my best days of my life, but that's a close second. I learned a lot about myself. I learned how to truly battle through adversity. If we go back to high school, I was on the court starting varsity 10th grade. I get there freshman year, I'm thinking I'm better, if not good as everybody enough to play, and I just had to wait my turn. College really told me that I had to wait my turn and prioritize, because at the end of the day, we had to be up at 5 in the morning. We run to the track, then we had to run at the track, then we had to run back, then we had to lift. The sun now coming up, it's only about 7 o'clock now. You got at 8 a.m. Got to hurry up and eat real quick at the 8 a.m. might chill in the calf again. Hey, might go back to your room, lay down for another minute. But you got another class at 11. After that class at 11, practice from 3 to 5. And you still didn't get your own shots up. So you still got to do that before practice. So after your class at 11, you can't go lay down. You can. Sometimes I did. Don't get me wrong. I used to be tired. I'll go lay down real quick and I'll try to beat everybody to the gym. So I'll do my work before practice. So after practice, I could go home.
Makes sense.
By that time, it's 6 o'clock. I've been up since 6 already. You got to do that every day. Standard was doing that every day. College told me to be accountable, holding standards, sacrifice as well. It was so many times I wanted to go out and I just couldn't. Up for a away game, waking up and you're seeing everybody's Snapchats and everybody had the best night of their life, and here we are about to hop on this bus 5 hours away. So
keeping that GPA.
Sure, yes sir. Keeping that GPA, 100%. When she was like, she would be able to access my grades and stuff like that. So she'll say, "Why do you have a C in criminal procedures?" And I'll tell her it's hard. She'll just tell me, "I don't like it. Change it. I'm art." She said, "I don't care if you had a good game yesterday. I don't care if you about to go out tonight. You better change that grade." And I'm like, okay. And I just go back to never wanted to be a disappointment to nobody. Education has never really been hard for me. Like if I wanted to do it, it's done every time. Always. And I was blessed to have professors that liked me. I have professors that respected me. I would come to class on time. I participate, and I got a personality. I can't just sit here all day and not even try to joke with you, speak to you. All my professors like my personality. I'll never forget this class. It was the final class of my last year, and it was the absolute hardest class I've ever encountered in my life. And I didn't get the grade that I thought I was supposed to get on a particular assignment. The professor was like, my office. I emailed her. She said, "No, I don't want to talk over email. Come to my office." Right. And I went to her office. She said, "I can't care more than you." And I'm like, wow. You're right.
That's nice. I appreciate
You're right. And she was like, "You too smart for that." Like, yeah, I know you got a lot going on with basketball and stuff like that. You want to graduate, right? And I said, yeah. She said, "You need to go through me, but I'll help you if you want to help yourself." I'm like, okay. That's why if you out there, kid, like, do not be scared to ask for help. Do not be scared to ask for help. Do not be afraid to be vulnerable with your professors, with your coach. How would they know what you want if you don't talk to them?
And there too that you probably forgot. Johaan made a decision, because like I told you in the beginning, Johaan be making his decisions. He slid somewhere, and the education was trash. I'm not going to talk about it, but the education was trash. He said, "Oh, I got to get out of here. These cats is a word that I'm not going to say on the pod." But he made a decision, and he realized that I could hoop anywhere, but I'm not getting no education here, because if he'd have stayed there, he wouldn't have been able to graduate with a 3.4 from college, because they wasn't preparing him. They were teaching him stuff he did in freshman year. Now, how many athletes I'm going to stay here because this program might be popping and I can get some exposure. He left there because the education was bad. That just shows you about what his parents had instilled in him as far as education. I have a question. That joint when you had 33 points and 14 rebounds, who was that against and what was going through your mind? Like, did you know walking in the gym it was happening, or did it just start flowing?
It was at Cairn University. It was their Christmas night.
Yeah, okay,
Everybody
I did.
had pajamas on.
Okay, yeah, I remember that. I didn't know why they had pajamas on.
Were you only there? Yeah, it was their Christmas night. I guess it was festive or whatever.
How did you feel? Though? Like, what did you know what was happening in that game, or did it just start like flowing? Because I never scored 33 in a college game. I scored like 25 in a game, but not 33.
It's crazy because I had a rough day before that. Going back to my research methods class, I had a 15-page paper due right before the game, and I'm on the bus trying to edit it. My mind is not on basketball, coach. I promise you, like right hand up to God. Anybody on that bus would know, like, yo, Con, are you even ready to play? Like, no, I'm not. I gotta get this done. I gotta get this done. So we finally get off the bus. I turned it in. Now my mind is trying to transfer and get back into that mode. So I'm warming up. Got my head.
What was you listening to? You remember what you were listening to? You remember who you was listening to at the time?
Of course. I listen to a lot of young boys.
Young boy. Okay, all right.
He gets you hyped. You
gotta put that out there too. So I gotta get some young boy in my life. All right.
Yes, sir. And I also I switch it up because when I feel I'm getting a little too hyped, Young Boy got a lot of slow songs, some pain music you can listen to. I was listening to a lot of Core. That's a local rapper from Philly. I was just trying to relax and get comfortable. I could walk into a gym and know if it's a shooter's gym, if they have shooter rims.
Yeah,
they had really soft rims, and
God.
it felt like I was just shooting a penny in the ocean,
Yeah.
like in warm-ups.
Love those soft rims.
I'm very superstitious, so I was making everything in warm-up. So I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm not gonna make nothing in the game. I'm gonna shoot my load.
You shot your load early.
But it really got me was my coach thinking that I couldn't guard their best player.
I saw you had some extra energy against him.
Yeah. Coach said, I don't think you could guard him. I said, what? This is before the game. He said, Joe, I don't think you could guard him. I said, all right, cool. So they didn't start me on him at first. So now I'm really mad.
Yeah.
You don't got to start me on him at first. The game goes, and I remember getting a layup. I got an easy layup first. Then once that first shot went in, right before I shot the ball, the crowd was jawing at me. Like I said, this goes back to the public league.
Yeah.
If you can play in the public league, you can play anywhere.
Yeah.
After the first shot went up, I missed it, and they said what they said. I'm like, all right, okay, all right, watch this. And especially after the coach said what he said, so now I'm ready to play. I'm here. My mind is nothing on nothing but basketball. I think I didn't miss for the rest of the game. Honestly, I just entered a flow state. I wasn't mad. I wasn't angry. I wasn't happy. I wasn't sad. I was just there. I was one play at a time. That's all. It was just one play at a time. Looking at you, because you were sitting with them. You were sitting in their student section, and
I slide in. You know, I slide on the side, man. I'm trying to get a cut because I wanted to hear him too. I wanted to hear him too. Yes, I was on the low. I was like, yo, that's my young boy right there. That's what he gonna do to y'all. On the side, I was, because they were talking jump, and they didn't know that nobody knew you. I like, yo, bro, he gonna do y'all right there. I see the jump shot went in. It's a wrap. I said, once he got the little easy bucket, I said, y'all in trouble. And I kept on telling you, I said, y'all in trouble. They were like, come on, wait, I said, y'all in trouble. And then when I left out, I said, didn't I tell you y'all was in trouble?
And then, I think I scored the last 8 points of that game, or last maybe 9, all came from me. And
that crowd knew they all came from you guys. Like, there it is. I said, come another one, bang, because y'all was running this little flare joint that y'all run, and you got 3 options off of it. I put that play into our plays. It's a double flare high joint. You catch, and if you open, bang. If they close out, shot fake, bang. Low baseline or drive. I was like, oh, y'all in trouble because y'all don't know what he's doing no more. Y'all don't know what he's doing right now. Yeah, that was.
They just couldn't guard it.
No,
it felt good looking at the stat sheet and seeing that the best player only had 7 points that night, because they had to switch me on to him.
Yeah.
They had to switch me on to him going into the second half because coach wasn't taking me out the game. At the time, I don't know if somebody was in foul trouble or we just went small. And since we went small, he was like, Joe, you got him? I said, watch me. Like, I got energy. Like, I'm okay. I'm okay, coach. Like, watch me. I guarded him. I held him 7 points. I almost had a 30-point triple-double, and memory lane, coach. You're making me go down memory lane.
But you know what's funny? I always thought this from the first time I met you. Do you think your intelligence ever felt like a weight growing up, or did it always feel like it's just a gift you clearly had? Because I know it challenged people.
I would think at an early age, am I tripping? And I had to realize, no, I wasn't. And that just came with self-reflecting. I spent a lot of time alone growing up. Like, I was always in my room, always on my game, chilling, thinking. Then I just realized, man, I'm gonna say what I want, do what I want. I feel like I know what to do. Even though everyone doesn't really know what to do, I know in my heart, I feel like this is the best choice.
And that's going to help you even into this profession. And let's transition into that. So you earned your criminal justice degree, and now you prepare to serve the city of Philadelphia as a deputy sheriff after you go through your meetings. How do you feel about this next phase in your life, or this next opportunity in your life with the city of Philadelphia being potentially assistant sheriff? Is it called a sheriff? It's a sheriff deputy, right? A deputy sheriff, yeah. Deputy sheriff.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Deputy sheriff.
I'm genuinely just ready to hop in to the career field. Professional contract dried up a little bit, because I've been out of play for about a year or 2, and they're going to ask for recent film, and I just didn't want to do that for. For a rookie deal, going to play at some cool gym somewhere, I feel like I proved enough. With this sport, and I'm just ready to do something and be a role model. Make some money, of course. Come on now.
Most definitely gotta get that bag.
Money, and what do I look like letting my parents spend money on a degree and I'm not gonna use it?
Yeah, that makes sense.
You might as well put it to work. It don't make sense for you to go to school for nursing and they say I wanna write books, like or whatever the case may be. Even though
I got you.
you gotta make it make sense. It's ready to serve the city of Philadelphia.
Yeah, and I'm more excited than you realize, man. I'm excited because we need young people. We need people that's come from these streets. We need people that know these streets, and we need people that can think, not just react and have. But a lot of times, people who can intellectually do stuff because they know it by theory, meaning that they went to school, they got the books, but they don't have no real life experience. So they're working from what the books is telling them, not from what the books and life has taught us. So my last question ties into that. So now, grown up, Philadelphia, born and raised, what do you want to tell young people in Philadelphia, the kids who look up to you and grew up where you grew up, to understand about what it means to have people who look like them serving and protecting this city, and also just how to move in this city, how to move?
I ain't gonna lie to you, Coach. You getting me a little emotional.
That's all right, guys. That's why we here. That's why we here, man. That's why we here. I love you, man. That's why we here, man.
I love you more, Coach. I love you more. But I just want to tell the kids, man, keep fighting. Keep fighting. We come from a tough city. You can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to shy away from the crowd. Because at the end of the day, well, it was a quote that I heard. In order to conduct the orchestra, you must turn your back on the audience.
That's true.
So if you want to call the shots, you can't do what everybody else doing.
That's true.
I just want to tell kids, it's a light at the end of the tunnel. I know it's hard, but it is light. Just take it day by day. Take it day at a time. Everybody's not perfect, but we can try.
That's right.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. It's the bigger picture of things. I know we all lost somebody to gun violence, drug abuse.
Mental health, yeah.
That mental health, that girl we like probably left us, that boy we like probably left us. It's his life. It's gonna happen.
Missed the big
But
shot. Didn't get in. Didn't make the team. Failed the test.
It's gonna be trials and tribulations.
It is.
It's gonna be, but like we from the city of Philadelphia for a reason.
They don't break us. We not soft. That's why everybody can't play here or be here. This is TheReasonSolutions. And this has been a great interview because I really call it an interview. I'm gonna stop calling it an interview show. It's a conversation. I like talking to the people I've talked to, and then you know I especially like talking to my man, Joe Ski Love. That was my nickname for him. Yeah. The way I close all of my conversations on The Reason Solution is stay curious, stay critical, stay in the conversation. Peace.
Yes, sir.